When did you get here? Hang on a second. Love? Why didn't you call me and tell me that they were here? Did he call me? Okay, fine. Well, I didn't hear you. What? Well, I was busy. I was tending to the garden. All right. I believe you. Oh, hello, darling. So sorry. Is your mum still here, or is she left now? Oh, I really wanted to see her before she left. Yeah, I don't get to see her very much, but I'm so happy you're here. Oh, look at you. Oh, it's been such a hectic morning. So hectic, my darling, yes. Oh, well, of course I'll tell you all about it, but before I do you want a coffee or a tea or anything? No, I don't want anything. Okay, just... Love? Yeah, they'd like a cup of coffee. No, they do. You want a cup of coffee, don't you? See? No, I'm not trying to trick you into making me another cup of coffee this morning. 5 is a perfectly acceptable amount of coffee to have, thank you very much. Fine. I'll have a tea. Do you know, that man, I've known him a long time, and I'm always saying, he comes to me and he's like, you need to cut down on the caffeine, you're having too much. And I was like, honey, I'm not having too much caffeine, it's fine, I'm fine. I went into the kitchen the other day. Do you know what he was doing? He was swapping my regular coffee for decaf. I know. No. Oh, anyway, so I love him so much, but he's sneaky. What was I saying? Oh, what? Oh no, I got hit in the face by a branch in the garden. Yeah, it's my new apple tree. I was pulling one of the apples, and I pulled it, and the tree kind of like clearly didn't like me pulling it on its apples, but there we go. Anyway, as I say, hectic morning because it started off right. So yesterday, me and your uncle, you know how much we love to go charity shopping. Well, we found this gorgeous antique mirror. It's in the bedroom at the moment, but you'll see it when you go there. But oh my goodness, beautiful, right? And usually we buy things from the charity shops, and I cleanse them because of course you never know whose energy has been around them, because someone could have died, and no. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to cleanse it. But then we got back so late last night. Yes, it was like 8 o'clock by the time we got back. So late. So we just put on our slippers, had a cup of tea and went to bed, really, because what else are you going to do that late, right? Well, I say we. I went to bed. Your uncle decided to go and game with one of his friends for a little bit. And as I'm in bed, I can hear this little, like, across the landing. So I think, oh, it's probably, it's your uncle just coming across the landing. But then it goes the other way, and I'm thinking, what is he doing? It's weird. But, I've known him a long time, so I'm like, he is weird. He's what you'd call unique. And I love his uniqueness. Of course I love his uniqueness, but, things don't really surprise me about him anymore. And then I hear it again, so I'm like, what is going on? So I go and open the door and he's not there. So I walk down the landing, I open the door to like his office gaming room, right? And I'm like, honey, why are you pacing up and down the landing? And he's like, I thought it was you. I was like, but you didn't check to see if it was me. And he was like, well, no, because you do pace a lot. And it's true, I do pace quite a bit, when I'm talking to myself or like pretending I'm doing a house tour or something. I do talk to myself quite a lot, right? So I get it. I pace a lot, is what I mean. I also talk to myself a lot. But anyway, point is, he thought it was me. So I was like, well, it wasn't me, honey. And so he was like, well, maybe it's Mary. You remember Mary? Yes, our house ghost. Oh, she's lovely. We love Mary. But I was like, I don't think it's Mary, darling. I don't think it's Mary, because the thing with Mary is she's more of like, the way you know she's around is because I'll show you. She'll get something like this, and she'll like, right? She'll just, right? And that wasn't what. Oh, hang on, darling. Sorry about that, darling. Anyway, so yeah, so she like tippy taps on things a lot, and when she's not doing that, she's like moving them. And you know, I'm not gonna argue with her. Sometimes, like, I got this new vase, I put it out, I was like, this is beautiful, I love it. I come down the next morning, it's been moved. And do you know what? It looks so much better in the place that she moved it to. So to be fair, I don't argue with Mary. I'm like, you know what, the vase looks better. She's like an interior designer. Maybe that's what she was in a past life. But anyway, that's not my point. In a past life, in her life, because she's a ghost now, she didn't really reincarnate. Or maybe she did. We never know what happens after death. Anywho, so yes, I said, darling, I don't think it was Mary. And he was like, no, I'm sure it was. And I thought, you know, your uncle, like, we've been together a long time, and he's okay with my witchy ways. Like, he respects my witchy ways, but he's still a bit about the whole ghosts thing. So I was like, you know what? Yes, honey, it was Mary. Of course it was Mary. Ah. And then I just went to bed. So then I'm asleep. We're both asleep. We're both in bed. We're both asleep. And we hear this big bang, right? This big crash. And I look over at the clock. It wakes us both up. I look over at the clock. I'm not kidding you. It is 3:33 a.m. Now, I don't think I need to tell you what that means. But I did not like it. So I look at your uncle. Your uncle looks at me. And he's like, maybe it was one of the cats. Because, you know, our cat, which one is it? I know, honey, but we've got so many cats at this point. It's hard to keep track of them all. Was it Cheesecake? Was it Cheesecake? Was it Cloudy? I can't remember. Anyway, one of our cats she can open the doors. We don't know how she's done it. We've never actually seen her do it, but we know it's her. She does it, okay? And so he was like, oh, it's probably, the cat's just probably like opened the door, got out, knocked something over. It's probably fine. We look over, the door is shut. We look over, and all of the cats are in their beds. All of them. Every single cat in their beds. And I'm like, honey, I don't like this. I'm like, you know what it is? Do you know what it is? It's that mirror we brought back. Because I think I've told you this before, darling, but mirrors are portals, right? They're portals. So I was like, darling, I've got to cleanse the mirror. And he's like, honey, it's 3:33 in the morning. I was like, exactly, that is why I've got to do it right now. And he's like, you can do that, I'm going to bed. So I was like, fine. So he goes to bed, I go, I cleanse the mirror, it's all fine, all well and good. Went to bed. I haven't heard anything since, but trust me, I am keeping my eyes looked out. So then in the morning, so this brings us on to, like, obviously we didn't wake up until quite late because we were doing all this. I was cleansing and stuff, right? So we finally get up, and then we're making breakfast and stuff. We haven't heard that particular spirit since, but I cleansed the house again just to make sure that it hadn't like attached onto something else, you know. So I was like going around with my incense and blasting Britney Spears, you know, as you do. And then yeah, so there was that, and then I noticed that my plants on the windowsill needed repotting. So I was like, right, well, now I've got to do that. So then I was outside. Then I was trying to find a plant pot, and I found this amazing, what was it? It was like an old key, and I found it, and I was like, oh, that's so lovely. So I've taken that. But and I also found this pot. I don't know if this is something you'd be interested in, but I was thinking we could go to the garden centre, we could get a nice plant for this little pot, so we'll do that later. But anyway, so I noticed I needed repotting, then I found the key, and then I was like, oh, I could make something out of this, so I made like a little charm, and then I was like, what was I doing? Oh, repotting the plants, and I went, repotted the plants, and then what happened? Oh, then I was looking out the window, because I was washing my hands after repotting the plants, obviously. I'm looking out the window, I'm like, oh, the apples are on the apple tree. Oh, they look like they need to be picked. So then I went out and I picked the apples, and obviously got smacked in the face by the branch because the tree was clearly like, girl, I do not want you picking my apples right now. And then I think I think your uncle was calling me when I was in the garden, which obviously I'm not going to hear him because I'm outdoors. But whatever. So there we go. Is there anything else I need to fill you up? There probably is. There's probably so much. Oh! Speaking of, I got you a present. It's only a little thing. It's only small. It's a tiny, tiny little present, okay? So basically, I went to a shop and I saw this beautiful crystal. Like, look, it's so unique. And I just thought, I've got to get this. I've got to get this. I knew you were coming to visit. I was like, you'll love it. So this is for you. This is for you. And obviously, I'm going to cleanse it and we can charge it together and do whatever you want with it, okay? So that's for you. But yes, look at me. I've blabbed on at you for so long. Go upstairs, put your suitcase in your room, your usual room. Go and do that. Come back down. And do you want me to read your tarot? Oh, yes. I'm really picking up that energy that I should be reading your tarot. Okay, go to your room. Get settled. When you come down, I will read your tarot. And then we can go to the garden centre and get a new plant. And I think I should probably get a new plant as well, to be fair. I don't think I've got enough. I don't have enough. Back me up here. Tell your uncle that I do not have too many plants. Unbelievable. Okay. Off you go. I'll see you later. Okay. Bye, honey.